I thought I'd kick off 2023 with a chat about some jewellery trends. Hello, my jewellery making friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Carol, and on this channel we talk about how easy it is to make your own jewellery. So if that is something you are interested in, then please hit that subscribe button. I cannot believe it's 2023 already. I have been doing some research and I have put together a list of 12 of the most wearable trends for 2023. Note that I said wearable because, as we know, what works on the catwalk doesn't work for our everyday lives. And in jewellery making, it is no different. So I'm talking today about wearable jewellery. So I put together the things that I think will work, but also if it's not a trend that really works for me, then I've given some alternatives as well. I'm pleased to see that jewellery seems to be moving away from the dainty, delicate pieces we've been seeing over the last 2 years to the bolder, darker statement pieces, which suits me perfectly because if you know me, you'll know that I love those big, dark pieces. And even when I try to make something that is delicate and dainty, it just doesn't come out that way. By the way, for any of the images I've used in this video, I will leave a link in the description box below to a blog post that contains all of the sources should you want to look at them. Trend number 1 is Mermaid. I added this trend as a little bit of fun, but what does it actually mean in terms of jewellery? It really means adding some gorgeous blues and greens, those nice pastel sea green, sea blues, those kinds of colours to your jewellery, and also some sea glass. So maybe it's just a sea glass colour, or maybe it is a piece of sea glass. Also, if you add a charm of a shell or a starfish or something like that, that works as well. A little bit of glitter also helps. And you get extra credit if you can add a mermaid tail in there as well. This necklace hits all of those points. For me, it's got the purple, which you know that I love. It's got some glittery, sparkly beads in there, and as well, it's got that little mermaid tail on the end as the focal. This one is using those rhinestone covered bubblegum beads, which I love so much, and we have some of those in our store. I made this anklet way back in May 2021, and it would absolutely fit the bill if you're looking for mermaid jewellery. It's got the shell charm and the starfish, and it's also in those kind of milky sea blues as well. Trend number 2 is pearls. Pearls are always on trend, but this year they're going bigger. Whether they be coloured or neutral, large or small, really any pearl will do this year. Now, pearls can be understated and traditional, like this bracelet, or they can be big and bold, like these earrings. I just love these cuff earrings. They are stunning. Which leads me to the next trend, which is large statement earrings. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I find that large earrings can be cumbersome and they drag on my ears and they're quite heavy. So I love long earrings, but I don't necessarily love heavy earrings. So while I'm making statement pieces, I tend to make them longer rather than heavier, if that makes sense. Of course, there are lots of options when it comes to statement earrings, and over the last few years I've made quite a few. Probably my favourite ones are these heart tassel earrings, which I made a wee while ago, and they are a little heavy, but I do love them. This leads me to the next trend, which is fringe detail. Now, we're seeing fringes everywhere in clothing, like this amazing Amazon jacket. I can imagine all you beaders running out and making this one, and I might too. Jewellery is no exception here. Fringes are everywhere. So what about these gorgeous earrings by Valentino? Now, these ones come with a price tag of around $2,000, so I'm sure you can adapt and come up with something that isn't going to cost you a few weeks' wages. Number 5, bold bangles. Bold bracelets and bangles are super on trend this year. Personally, I find this trend of wearing multiple bracelets all up your arm is entirely impractical for my lifestyle, but if you love it, go for it. Cuffs especially are making a comeback, and you can probably achieve this look by wearing memory wire bracelets stacked, or you could make a bracelet out of resin or a leather cuff as well. It might be a good time to pull out the memory wire and make this braided cuff bracelet. Today I'm wearing a couple of stacked bracelets, so I've got a stretch bracelet here and I have a memory wire bracelet here. So that kind of gives, when I hold my arm down, that gives me the same effect. Trend number 6 is punk details. Now, if you lived in my household, this would not be a surprise because my son has been listening to punk music a lot lately. And I think it's having somewhat of a revival. But the trends today are a little bit more understated than the trends of the 70s where punk was really in your face. It's showing itself in heavy chains and some safety pins here and there, so nothing major. If you're looking to wear this trend, this necklace with the spirals would work well, as would this one with the spikes. Trend number 7 is personalised jewellery. Personalised jewellery is an interesting trend. I've never really been into it, but I must admit in the 70s I wore an identity bracelet, just like everybody else. This trend is bigger and bolder, but it's also still very tasteful. I'm so excited about trend number 8. It is brooches. Just recently someone told me that brooches were really nana, and I said, oh no, 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 no. I love brooches personally. So this brooch is meeting the tassel trend as well as brooches. So what about this? All these wonderful brooches. I love how she's grouped them all together, and I could really see myself making a statement with brooches like this. So what about you? Will you wear one? Will you wear lots? Or will you not wear any? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you've been watching for a while, you will know that I had somewhat of a disaster making a brooch. I'll leave the link to that in the blog post as well. I am really looking forward to making more brooches this year because I just love them. Trend number 9 is hearts. Hearts are playing a huge part in jewellery this year. They are literally everywhere. They are bigger and bolder than they have been in recent years, so leave your charms at home and go big. I really love how this necklace uses pearls with the charms and of course the heart to make a statement. Obviously the heart tassel earrings I showed you before meet this trend as well as the fringe, so I hit 2 trends, woohoo! Okay, colours. Trend number 10 is dark jewellery. Now you know that this trend is perfect for me. You know, I've been wearing dark coloured jewellery for years because it hits my contrast level, because I need just that little bit of dark in my jewellery to bring out my eyes, basically. So I'm really excited that jewellery is now moving back towards the dark side. This dark moody bracelet is perfect for this trend. In fact, so is this one. And I will leave you a link for these tutorials as well. Trend number 11 is mixed metals. Mixing metals used to be a big no-no, but in recent years it's become acceptable. Personally, I love it. Here's a little ring that is half silver, half gold, and I quite like that. I think it's kind of cool. This bracelet that I made actually uses glass beads, but they look like metal, so it's a little bit of a trick. But I really think this would work well with this trend. Now, trend number 12, the last one, is emerald. So it's an interesting one, the colour emerald. Over the last couple of years, there hasn't really been a specific trend colour in jewellery, but this year there is, and emerald is everywhere. Just look at these stunning emerald earrings. They're long and they're elegant, but just beautiful. I absolutely love this colour, and for most cool toned people it works really well. But that doesn't mean if you've got warm toned skin you can't wear emerald. You could pair it with a warm toned metal or other warm toned beads. You can also warm the emerald up a bit, so wear maybe not quite an emerald but a colour green that is slightly warmer than the emerald. If you remember, I made this emerald necklace for my sister last year. Okay, so those are my 12 trends for 2023. While it's interesting to know what the trends are, it's also really important that you be true to yourself. If you love a trend, go for it. If you don't love it, don't wear it. Or maybe you can incorporate some of the trend into the jewellery for yourself. For example, I cannot see myself wearing large bangles up to my elbow, but I can wear stacked bracelets and that would work for me. If you don't love dark jewellery, then don't wear it. Just incorporate a few little dark pieces to make it work for the trend and for you. It's really up to you to incorporate the trends into your wardrobe however it best works for you. So let me know in the comment section, will you be incorporating any of these trends? If so, which ones? Which ones you feel would work for you? Which ones are totally ridiculous for your lifestyle? I really hope that you enjoyed this little foray into the trends of 2023. And remember that if you liked this video, it would be wonderful if you would subscribe to the channel to see all sorts of jewellery making tutorials and how easy it can be to make your own jewellery, and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new tutorial, which is once a week. There's going to be lots of cool stuff coming in 2023, and you can let me know if I hit the trends. Also remember to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.